Hello, this is Billy Core from the Carolina Circle Mile Wiki. I apologize for the quick little break in nostalgic Christmas for the last couple of days.
Rock and roll.
That would be the little voice that lives inside my head that trolls me like crazy. Just ignore it. Anyway, I apologize for the delay in the videos lately, but I just wanted to avoid video burnout, and I want to focus on the quality and not the quantity. Plus, I'm working on a pretty interesting video for Christmas Day, so expect that Christmas Day. Anyway, we are looking at the Compaq Armada E500 today, and just as is tradition, folks, when it comes to my videos about vintage Compaq computers, that wasn't my little voice you heard inside my head. That's actually our good friend Video Sans Frontier, aka Jay Wakefield, who I like to have on my Compaq related videos. Say hello.
Hello. Felt like YouTube. I hope you're all enjoying my VSF Christmas videos.
I know I am.
Of course you're not.
And not only do we have Video Sans Frontier with us, we also have Elmo3 joining us.
Well, hey, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has actually. It's been a while since I've had you guys here.
It has.
Well, internet, I hope you're all doing alright.
Anyway, go ahead.
It turns out, you know, Luke's come to us from graphics card video, and I come fresh from Aberdeen Christmas Village.
Alright, now on to the subject of this video. Like I said a while ago, this is indeed a Compaq Armada E500. This is the second one I've ever owned. The first one I did a video about back in 2014, but due to financial reasons I had to sell it off. But for Christmas last year, Video Sans Frontier bought this for me, and I've had it ever since. This is a Pentium 3, 450 megahertz. I believe it has 256 megabytes of memory, and it currently has a 30 gigabyte hard drive. I've been playing, for the past year I've had this computer, it's been playing musical hard drive, so who knows what's in here now. Anyway, let's take a little tour of the machine. Here on the front we have a 3.5-inch floppy drive, along with a CD-ROM reader drive. I do want to get a DVD-ROM drive for this at some point. You get volume down, volume up. On the right of the machine, you get two Pcmcia slots, one of which is currently being used with my joystick adapter card, so I can use my my Sidewinder gamepad with it. You get a microphone in, headphone out, Kensington lock, Ethernet port, which is currently being used, modem, infrared, composite out. I plan to use that someday, actually. And on the back of the machine, you get one USB port, a power socket, this laptop, by the way, is not in the best physical condition, namely right here where the cover for the hinge is missing. You also get serial, VGA, docking station connector. I would like to get the docking station for this at some point. Parallel and PS2 mouse and keyboard, where a mouse is currently connected to it. And on the left, you have a slot where the battery would go. This currently does not have a battery because the one that came with it, I discovered the other week, was starting to bulge a little bit. So, yeah, that went away. I don't want that fire hazard living in my home. Alright, we'll go ahead and plug the power in. And thankfully it didn't power on when I plugged it in. Actually it did. Hold on, let me just... because I'm not ready for it to turn on yet. Okay, inside you get touchpad, a keyboard, which is very nice to type on actually, and 2 power switches, which was pretty common for Compaqs of the day. And you get a nice little screen right here. So, let me get the tripod and we will power it up. Alright, got the tripod set up. I believe Jay had something to say. Do you have something to say, Jay?
Well, just to let you all know that I am indeed making a cup of tea because it has to be done whenever an E500 is brought out.
You've got that right.
Yep.
Alright, we'll go ahead and plug it in. It should fire right up since it's batteryless. But I know that's not a word. Shut up.
We didn't say anything.
I was talking to the viewers.
Oh, that's nice. Telling your viewership to shut up. You feel good about yourself, Billy?
Don't think I made it to the BIOS in time. Oh well.
F10, Billy, F10.
I was hitting F2.
I wish a lot of these manufacturers would just pick a button for every single board.
I agree.
Yeah, I must admit.
Just make it delete, please, please.
Alright, we're now booting into probably the most appropriate operating system for one of these bad boys. The good old-fashioned Microsoft Windows 98, 2nd edition.
Ah, yeah.
And FYI, this is currently my main Windows 98 computer out here in the office. Due to financial constraints I'm having at the moment, I'm having to sell my Dell Dimension 4100. So, with it gone,
Another J-approved machine.
with it gone, I really don't have any other computer out here to use for that kind of stuff. So, here you go. Very nice machine, of course. And I do intend sometime in the future, hopefully the near future, to build a Socket 370 custom build with a Pentium 3 and Windows 98. And it's been a dream of mine for several years now, and I hope to realize that probably sometime in 2017. So stay tuned for that video, hopefully someday soon. And we'll go ahead and and yes, that is the Windows NT4 startup sound. For some reason, recently I've really enjoyed having that sound on Windows 98. I've never cared at all for NT4, but I just love those sounds that it has at startup. Let me zoom into the screen here. Okay. Now, this also has a dead Cmos battery. No real big surprise there. I do need to get that replaced, because right now it is January the 4th, 1980 apparently. So we will rectify that situation and bring it into the present day. Today is the 13th of December 2016. And it is, what time is it? 8:43 p.m. Oh. Alright, close enough for government work. Okay. Let's do a quick look and see what we got installed on here. Okay, we've got Toonland, which we saw in a video about a week ago, I believe. 98 Lite, which is a nice program to get rid of some of the unnecessary stuff I don't want in Windows 98. Makes it run a little bit quicker. The standard Windows accessories. Microsoft Best of Entertainment. The Windows 98 edition of CCleaner. The Compaq battery utility.
Yeah, that's really quite useful on your setup right now.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. Something Jay approved, Jazz Jackrabbit 2.
Yep, I was introduced to that game on a Compaq.
Tonka Construction 2. Earthworm Jim 3D. Not a bad game, but nowhere near as good as the original Earthworm Jim game. Lego Island, some Maxis games including Full Tilt Pinball, SimCity 2000, SimCity Classic, SimCopter, Streets of SimCity, and probably some other stuff that I don't feel like naming right now. Some Microsoft games including Return of Arcade, Midtown Madness #1, Monster Truck Madness 2, Motocross Madness 2, and Monster Truck Madness 1. Plus Microsoft Plus for Windows 98. Bookshelf Basics, Works 4.5. Now this is interesting. Paragon NTFS for Win98. Basically what this does is it allows you to read and write to NTFS partitions with Windows 98. Now I haven't really done a whole lot of testing with it, but with the little testing I have done, it's worked pretty well. Now I wouldn't swear my life by that and do everything with it because that's a grade A way of data corruption, but for simple stuff, not a bad little utility. QuickTime 5.5 I want to say. Real Mist 3D, which is a really cool version of the original Mist with really good graphics for computers of this era. Sonic 3D, 3D Ultra Mini Golf, Hey Penalty Stroke. Sonic CD, Pod. I still need to play that game sometime, but it is installed on here. Internet Explorer 6, Works Again, and Office 97, which is LMO 3 approved. Along with Windows Media Player 9. Alright, let's go ahead and fire up Word 97 and type up something real quick. And there's our old friend, Mr. Clippy. How are you doing, Mr. Clippy? I'm the office assistant, and my job is to help you with this application.
No, your job's to shut up.
Okay, let's type a Christmas greeting. Find a good font to use. What's Bookman old style like? That'll work. Okay, let's make that bold, actually. Okay, Merry Christmas from Road Geek, Video San Frontier, and Elmo 3. Elmo 3 is going to have one job this Christmas. Jay is going to have a cup of tea and a Compaq of his choice.
That sounds brilliant.
Well, At least I have one, right?
Hey, Clippy, quit making a glass sound when you tap on the screen. This is an LCD, you broken
Child?
Yes. Alright, we'll go ahead and save
I
this.
always laugh at that on Office 2000 on my old laptop.
And I am going to pause for one moment and see if I can find an extension cord so this camera doesn't go die. Alright, and we are back. We've got power going to the camera now, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. And just to make this video a little bit more J-approved than it already is, we're going to play a little game of Jazz Jackrabbit 2 using my, what's the exact name of it? My Sidewinder gamepad. Now this,
Nice.
this does use a game port connector, which this laptop natively does not have. But as you saw earlier, I am using my Pcmcia game port adapter, so that is absolutely no problem. Actually, real quick, let's check and see if it's still working. Yep, basics game port. Actually, while we're in Device Manager, let's take a quick look and see what kind of hardware we got. Okay, we got a Rage Mobility video card. I believe it has 8 megs of video RAM.
Yep, it does.
Lucent Wind modem. And a 1024 by 768 display, along with Intel Ethernet and ESS audio.
I believe that would be the M2 or M3, would it not?
One or the other. It's not really saying in Device Manager.
I should know this.
Yes, you should, Jay.
Yeah, you're the resident Compaq expert. I mean...
Alright, let's go ahead and go into Jazz Jackrabbit 2. Alright, gamepad is working just fine. Alright, Rabbit in training. It's basically the training level. Done this enough to get through it real quick, so... Let's shoot through these blocks here. You would have thought that when Jazz Jackrabbit was still a current thing in the 90s, I would have had all of the games on my Packard Bell Legend 822 CDT, but believe it or not, I did not know what Jazz Jackrabbit was until November of 2010 when I saw Lazy Game Review's video about Jazz Jackrabbit Holiday Hair 95. And I came across that game on some website, put it on my Packard Bell at the time that I had. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was a Packard Bell, and played it, and I've been in love with Jazz Jackrabbit ever since, even though I got into it much, much, much later than most people did. Again, I don't know how I missed out on it when it was new.
Hey, better late than never, I say.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I didn't discover Humongous Entertainment games until 2011.
Yeah. There we go. Kill that turtle. That is now an X-turtle.
I'm surprised that us 90s kids are not actually scared of turtles.
Yeah, seriously.
Because a lot of games that I used to play Turtles were bad.
I remember. Yeah.
I mean, you have Mario. I mean, the Turtles explode. Some of them do.
Yeah.
And you know, and if they don't, then you know, the shells will just go skating across the map, and then they'll knock you out. See, with Crash Bandicoot turtles are bad as well. In fact, in Crash Bandicoot 2, you've got turtles that either have spikes running the perimeter of their shell, or a table saw on top of it.
That's 90s wackiness for you.
Oh yeah.
You know what's interesting? Of course, right now we're playing Jazz Jackrabbit 2, I believe from like 1997 or so. I actually prefer the original Jazz Jackrabbit. That
I've got to say, me too.
Yep, the DOS version. It just, I don't know. It just feels more. It's more simple, I think, and not as complicated.
I can see it.
And we're back. We had a few little technical issues there we had to just sort out, but we are back with Jazz the Jackrabbit number 2 on the Compaq Armada E500. And I'm going the wrong way.
Sometimes it's pure fun to play Jazz Jackrabbit.
You and your Scottishness. Hey, this is my least favorite part of this level, these stupid bats.
And the game is always bad.
Yep, again, Mario, Crash Bandicoot, I'm looking at you.
How about Pokemon? Do bats.
No, but at least you can capture those.
That's true.
But then again, Mario, I mean, to promote animal cruelty. Like, you ride on the back of the dinosaur until you get to the cliff edge, and then you discard them.
Yoshi! I can't do that Yoshi noise.
Let's go.
Hey, Bats, I heard you like to shut up. And do other things as well that I don't want to mention. And it has to be said, while the sound card on here might not be the most reliable for me, the speakers on this laptop, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, are probably the best speakers I've ever experienced with any laptop in my life. It's just, it sounds amazing.
Was it Brandon Bishop who was using old laptops as iTunes boxes?
I believe he was.
Hey, wake up.
Brandon, there's your laptop. I'll go back and tell you that 4 years ago or something.
Hey, wake up.
Hold on.
Wake up.
Alright, we're back once again. Apologize for that. Jay had a little too much to drink tonight, so he's taking something for this, which we hope will cure him.
As I went home.
Stupid bat!
Horse the bats.
It's like Nicolas Cage. Not the bees, but in this case, not the bats. By the way, folks, this is what we call live television in the business. Anything can happen. Okay. These bats, they just come out of nowhere.
Oh, it always does.
Okay, I think after this level, I think we might go to another game. But for what this is, this E500 is not bad for gaming, I have to say. Especially even for the late 90s stuff. I mean, it's not the best in the world, but it's not like a full-fledged desktop, but for basic stuff, if you want to get the job done, this is the way to go. And plus, you don't have a bunch of room used up like you would on a desktop. And I died! All because of those stupid bats!
Well, this is what I like about the E500, is that it's a tri-spindle machine that... An E500 is a brilliant gaming machine.
Okay, we are now going to move on to another game. Now, I've shown this game I've shown the original version of this game a couple of times on this channel. It's Monster Truck Madness, one of my favorite games from when I was about 6-7 years old. Got a lot of play out of it, but we're going to take a look at the sequel to this game, called Monster Truck Madness 2, which I did own back in the day in the late 90s, but I did not get as much play out of it as I did on the original game from 1996. Still not a bad game, but not as memorable. So we'll go ahead and fire it up. I don't think we need the CD.
This is what I like about the E500. It's a tri-spindle machine, and it does have 3D hardware in it, so it really is a good all-round laptop. I mean, it might be a bit heavy for some. I mean, it's certainly not as... doesn't have the portable pretensions of the M700, but it's still a brilliant machine. The M700, by the way, is a lot like the E500, but dual spindle and a lot thinner.
That is true.
Usually has a track point instead of a track pad.
Which is Luke approved.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And as you can see, 3D acceleration on here is possible. And it looks pretty good.
When an ATI card wasn't automatically just a...
Something that would make your mother cry.
Yeah. That said, I do have problems with theme park levels on Windows 98. Windows ATI cards. It's not just a Compaq problem. I've had the same issue with Dell Latitudes and Inspirons of this era as well. So if you were using an E500 to run theme park levels, unless you can find some drivers that actually work, I would recommend installing Windows 2000 for that.
Fun fact about Theme Park World, over here in the United States it was called I think it was called Sim Park or Sim Theme Park. It was, had the Maxis branding on it, but it wasn't made by Maxis.
Oh, is that what Sim Theme Park was?
Yep.
See, that is quite interesting actually. It's even more interesting when you've got someone being a child in your ear.
Whoa.
Which unfortunately I do.
So yeah, like I said on my first nostalgic Christmas video, I can't promise you a video every day, because, you know what, life is a thing, especially this time of year during the holiday season when there's so many events going on that require your attention. But I will say though, I am thankful that I have been able to get more videos out this year than I was last year, and that definitely is a good thing. So we've already beaten last year's count.
There you go.
Right. I mean, last year I did the whole advent calendar thing, a video every day from December the 1st through the 25th. And it went wrong. I mean, I did manage to deliver all the videos. You can see those on my channel. But seriously, it's not the sort of thing that I want to repeat, ever.
Yeah, last year on December the 26th, we had to send Jade to the hospital for a transfusion. It wasn't a pretty sight, folks, but it had to be done.
So as a result, this year I've just, decided to do 12 VSF Christmas videos.
It's like I always say, quality over quantity. Which is also good advice when it comes to dating.
Yeah.
Did I go there?
You did.
Yeah.
You did. That's good. What the?
You get different views in this game, by the way, which are really, really, really messing me up right now because I don't know what I'm doing. I missed that checkpoint because of me being a child.
You've removed me.
Alright. And that was Monster Truck Madness 2. Now, I guess we
User
can...
in your channel was banned from the server.
And one moment, folks. Okay, I want to show something kind of interesting on here. That is, if I have the right file on here. I don't remember if I copied it here or not, but I have an old copy of Vlc Media Player on here. And with this version of Vlc Media Player, I will be able to play modern-day .mp4 files. Let's give that a try. It's amazing to see this be done on a Pentium 3 system with only 450 megahertz. Now this is a simulated commercial break that I made because I got bored a couple of years ago. This is from about, this would have been seen in 1994. These are just random commercials I put together to make look like a commercial break that you would have seen on TV in 1994. So let's go ahead and open it up and see if it'll play. Well, it does, folks, just barely. Yeah, this worked better on my Dimension 4100, which was obviously more powerful.
There's a whole new spirit at Pizza Hut, and you're going to feel it and taste
But
it in
hey,
everything we do.
at least this proves that it is kind of possible. So there you go, it is a little bit possible. So yes, folks, this was the Compaq Armada E500, my main Windows 98 machine to use out here. Before we call this a video, let's go to our to the master of the Compaq, Jay Wakefield, for his final thoughts on this.
Well, I think it's a brilliant machine. It's just a shame that we had to replace the motherboard on it in the spring.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that on this laptop the PS2 port quit working for some reason, and it would cause even the trackpad to break. So I had to replace the motherboard back in June, I believe. So, but ever since then, anything mouse related has worked just fine. And
that is good. I mean, I've rebuilt one of these things, and was a wee bit perturbed to find that the processor is actually soldered onto the board on those.
that's a shame.
I guess it made sense if they were going to make really small laptops at the time.
I guess so. It's because I've actually got the 900 version now.
Wow.
And that is 900 or 933. I really can't mind. But
Yeah, if I had that much power in here, it probably would have played that video just fine.
yeah, maybe. I'll have to try that with mine. Gonna have to get mine out in a day or two for VSF Christmas video.
Which I look forward to seeing.
Okay.
So yeah, I have to say, if you want a computer that you want to play late 90s, early 2000s computer games on, but you don't have a lot of room to do so with, and you can't afford the space the desktop gives you, this is the way to go. The Compaq Armada E500. You get 3D graphics, a Pentium 3 processor, really good speakers, and just an overall rock-solid machine to do that with. And of course,
depending on what speed you get, you can have a high-end Windows 95 machine right up to a decent Windows 2000 Windows ME machine.
that is
and
true.
if you really, really wanted, you could install XP, but
Don't do that, it's pointless. Anyway, we will go ahead and end this video. We'll go ahead and shut her on down. And this is Billy Kors signing off.
You were banned from the server.